Welcome to Football Manager 2017, my game against Plymouth, who are 19th in the league and I am first in the English Championship. The last game was a disappointing loss to the Joys of Oxford, which is going to take me a while to get over. That was the FA Cup. This time round, I have the same problem I had last time. My right back, Mr. Harwood, is out suspended. So Riley's moved to there. Di Thomas is taking his place in the centre of the defence. My midfield is still lacking, but due to the horror tackle that Mr. Charles Wall tried in the FA Cup game, Mr. Liam Berry gets a shot there, and Andrew Wedderburn is back from injury. So Jamie Slaughter is back on the bench. And apparently I've got room for a... Oh, okay. Goodwin Obi has returned from his international duty, which means that he goes back in the centre of my midfield. I wasn't aware he'd come back. He got his first cap for, I think it's Nigeria? Yeah, Nigeria, in the African Nations Cup in the last few days. So he was on their squad for the whole of the tournament, but I think he came on as a substitute in the 56th minute of one game, one of their losses to Ivory Coast, or lost the Ivory Coast. Well, it must have knocked them out, which means he came back. But he's now a fully fledged Nigerian international. So I feel a bit happier about my midfield now. All I need now is Mr. Heaton, who is a couple of weeks away at least to come back. Robbie Byrne, who's a couple of days away. McGlade, who's out for a while longer. I need one of those three to come back, because I'm not a fan of Brewster anymore. Additionally, Mr. Harwood, I did get offers for him from Birmingham at the transfer deadline. They were trying to get him cheap, and his contract runs out at the end of the year. And his agent came along and demanded all sorts of promises before he'd even talk a contract. But he wanted a new contract, but you must agree to all these wonderful promises, so I told him where to go. So that's kind of the team news up to this point. I'm kind of glad I noticed Mr. Goodwin Obi was back. I wasn't expecting him back for another couple of weeks. At least that's what the calendar said, for he was going to be away on international duty, but apparently Nigeria must have got knocked out early. I haven't got any grudges against Plymouth or anything about Plymouth that they've done to me in the last 2 seasons that rings a bell I can think of. So I don't dislike Plymouth. So it's not like I'm actually going to be encouraging my players to kick the living daylights out of them and cripple them. I would like to beat them, however, and that's not going to be a good way to do it. It was a nice way they put the free kick above my defender and dropped it just in behind him. Of course, where the marking was for those 3 Plymouth players who were standing around the edge of the 6-yard box is another question. Oh, unlucky Chanberlain. It was a well-worked move up to that point. Once again, the finishing was a little lacking. That was a decent corner. If somebody could actually get a shot in. Oh, he did finally get a shot in, and it wasn't particularly great, but it was nice to actually get a shot in, rather than have corners that do that. It's always kind of disappointing when you look at the match stats and see they've had 1 shot on target and 1 goal. which I will honestly admit I've watched enough football matches where that does actually seem to happen. Oh, great goal. Well, Chamberlain's 10th goal of the season. I think last game, it was Slaughter who got his 10th of the season. Now Chamberlain's managed it. This was a beautiful cross. Chamberlain arrived perfectly to hit that with his right foot. Oh, well done, Smith. I didn't think you were going to get to that ball for a second. Of course, now you're worrying me by playing it around like that. I'm waiting for the mistake to happen. Oh, that would have been the perfect time to put in a through ball there. And that's why I missed Obi. For incisive passes like that. Don't know how many games I was at without Obi, 3 or 4 I think. But his ability that he has with vision and the technique he has to actually put the passes where he needs to put them, as well as spotting the runs, is, well, it's highly missed when he's not around. I haven't got anybody else equally as capable of doing that role. Apparently I haven't got people who are equally capable of standing with the ball and actually not tripping themselves over. And now apparently I can't pass. Turner to Chamberlain, back to Turner, who misses the goal again. One of the things I have told Turner is he needs some finishing training. Or I told the training people to, one of the extra things to give him was give him training on finishing, because it's been pretty woeful at times, and still is. But 23 minutes in, it's been a pretty dominant performance for a 1-1 draw. Whoa, and that could have easily been me going behind again on their second shot of the day. Yes, I need Mr. Harwood back as my right back, so I can put Riley back in the centre. Yikes. So my defence appears more solid again. Because Di Thomas, even though he's not playing that badly, just the defence just doesn't seem as solid with him there. And I really need someone who's not Brewster in the centre of my midfield. That man has just been a disappointment this season. And Mr. Turner, as happy as you were with my team talk, I don't care. Mr. Slaughter is coming on, because while he's not as fast, he's not as physically capable, he can actually shoot and get the ball on target occasionally. Assuming, of course, we actually get the ball. What kind of throw-in is that? To throw it directly to them and hope it comes back to you is not a good tactic from a throw-in. Yeah. Yes, lovely play, according to commentary, by Wigan. However, I would prefer less great-looking play and actual decent finish. But apparently the ball is magnetically attracted to the goalkeeper, at least as far as my players are concerned. Oh, great. Brewster, your your corners were as good as your free kicks. Which is to say, pretty darn woeful. I quite like the Plymouth strip, I must admit. Not a side I can remember managing. I might have managed them at one point in one of the earlier FM games. Great. Another shot fired straight at the goalkeeper. But the Plymouth strip doesn't look too bad. I knew they played in green, so I must have known something about them. But I don't remember having played with Plymouth. Doesn't mean I haven't. But it's another one to add to the list of potential teams to use in the future. Oh, good ball for Wedderburn to chase. Nice control, and he still hits the goalkeeper. Why are we aiming at the goalkeeper? There's a whole big wide net there to aim for, and no, we keep aiming for the goalkeeper. 14 shots, 9 on target, so we've hit the goalkeeper 8 times. Okay, apparently Plymouth are getting a bit uppity and collecting yellow cards. That's normally... Oh, well done. Normally my team's job. Oh, that was a woeful pass out of defence. Well done, Chanberlain. You actually avoided shooting at the goalkeeper. Yes, it was a great through ball and everything, but it was just so nice to have someone who didn't shoot it directly at the goalkeeper. Now I feel a whole lot happier. Again, I should be amazed that my team is doing this well and being in this position to start with, but as with all things, once you're actually doing well in this game, then your expectations rise for no good reason. So, whilst I was touted as a relegation candidate at the start of the season, once I reach the top of the table, I want to stay here. So I get disappointed when things don't go my way. Chanberlain on for a hat-trick. Well, that was actually a good shot. You made the goalkeeper dive. And here's another disappointing Brewster corner. No, it wasn't actually that bad, but Wells came and claimed it. Stroth, he was surrounded by 3 players and no one went to help him. That's what I call teamwork. Oh, well done. My whole defence let me down then. I think the next thing we're going to do as match preparation is some teamwork. Because there was absolutely none of it in the whole of that section from the point Riley got the ball to when he lost it all the way to the point they scored. That wasn't that far away, Thomas. Oh, another great goal by Chanberlain. He's got a hat-trick. Even I wasn't expecting that one. Good through ball by Slaughter into space, but that was all Chamberlain's control and placement of the ball. Apparently he's the one of my forwards that knows not to shoot directly at the goalkeeper. Well, it wasn't bad by Thomas either. Oh, nice tackle, James. Unfortunate clearance, that one. Oh, even my left back's decided he wants to tackle people. Oh! That was a great run by Chamberlain. I thought I was going to get the free kick then, but Plymouth certainly aren't giving up. No. Nice foul that one, Chamberlain. You did the right thing there. Having been caught in possession, you stopped them breaking away. Oh, that went off the wall. Like that ball managed to block his shot. Well, ball really didn't do anything. He stood there while the ball got blasted at him. Oh, nice tackle there by Wedderburn. Oh, Brewster's up to. Once again, Wedderburn, you shot straight at the goalkeeper. From 10 yards out, you just fire the ball straight at the goalkeeper. And you wonder why I'm getting annoyed with you. The players are starting to suffer for fitness, but with 1 minute to go, or less than that even, that was a hard-fought victory. And it keeps me in first. In fact, I've got a game in hand over Southampton. But technically, I've got a 5-point lead at this precise moment. And I did check my schedule, actually, and the last game of my season is at Crawley. In another 16 games. At home to Crawley, who are, by that point, should definitely be relegated. So hopefully, at least if the last game of the season is important, it will be a nice walk in the park. Yes, Goodwin Obi is a little jaded and could do with a rest. I'm sure he could, but until I've got replacements for him, he's going to have to keep playing. You've accumulated a higher net spending than many other teams in the league, and it's paying off in terms of the results. I'm not going to comment on that one. Yes, he had a wonderful tactic and hat trick. That was the wonders of my game against Plymouth, and a wonderful hat trick by Mr. Chamberlain. As always, I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I will see you down the road.